Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dr. Craig Kasper from NYHD and the Institute for Hearing and Balance based in New York. And we are back with another Audiologist at Home episode. And today we've got Dr. Naim with us. What's up, Dr. Naim?
Hello again. How are you doing?
I'm hanging in there. It's a nice day today. So trying to get outside, hopefully a little early today to get some vitamin D.
It's a good idea.
All right. So we've been answering some questions that we get in the clinic as well as some patients and people who've been sending us emails through the info@newyorkhearingdoctors.com email address. And today there's another question regarding hearing and hearing aids in particular. Mm-hmm. And the question for you, Dr. Naim, is why would I wear 2 hearing aids versus 1? So that's a question we get a lot. Yes. Probably not as much now as we used to years ago, but why 2 versus 1?
I actually still have a handful of patients who ask that question, especially as I'm going through their audiogram after we do the hearing test and just talking about what the options are and next steps are going forward. For some patients, it really is about they don't believe that their hearing loss is as bad as they think it is. And they think that maybe 1 hearing aid will do the trick. But really, there are a lot of benefits to wearing 2 hearing aids. And one of those benefits is actually we are able to better localize. So we're able to tell where a sound is coming from, which direction, better when we have 2 ears working together. Now, when we're in a difficult listening environment, it's going to be easier to tell where a sound is coming from. But also, if you think about it from a safety perspective, let's say you're walking down the street or you're driving in a car and there's an ambulance behind you, you're going to be able better to tell where the sound is coming from.
Sure.
Now, also, one of our biggest things with 2 ears or 2 hearing aids, you're able to hear better in general in a background of noise, or filter speech better in a background of noise, as opposed to just wearing 1 hearing aid. One of the biggest and best examples I learned from you, Dr. Kasper, is the same way we need 2 eyes. It's easier with 2 eyes to filter depth perception or understand depth perception. With 2 ears, it's easier to filter speech in noisy backgrounds. Another big topic is that with 2 hearing aids, when you're stimulating both ears, that means the brain is getting stimulation from both ears. You have less chance of what's called auditory deprivation. We've talked about in previous episodes the importance of consistently wearing your hearing aids. Now, it's on top of that, it's actually stimulating both ears because when you go with less stimulation on one side or on both sides even, the chances of your speech recognition ability goes down as the time increases with less stimulation. And the 4th one, which I'm going back to Audiology 101 here, is what's called binaural summation. So when we have a sound...
Big word, Dr. Naim.
I know. I'm going to do my best to explain it clearly. When we have a sound being presented to 2 ears as opposed to just 1, sounds seem louder, again, with 2 ears. So we don't have to pump up the volume when we're using just 1 hearing aid. So you have 1 hearing aid, people tend to increase the volume to compensate or go over that background noise just so they can understand speech a little bit better.
Gotcha. I love how you dug back into the annals of audiology to pull out binaural summation.
I think it's important.
It's a very, very important component. It's just like listening in stereo versus mono, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, the other analogy that we've always given throughout the years, and some people might remember this, back in the day, people would wear a monocle, not glasses, right? But you're right, you lose depth perception, and with hearing, you lose the ability to filter and to be able to understand speech in an environment that might be noisy. For some reason, over the past couple of days with you and Dr. Zweig yesterday, I've lost my ability to speak English.
It's okay, it happens.
So with that, I'm going to say thank you, Dr. Naim. The information is always important. This is actually a really interesting topic because we do get these questions occasionally where patients will come in and say, well, look, there's a variety of reasons. It could be for cosmetics. It could be because they don't feel like their hearing is bad enough, question mark, in quotes. Finances always come into play here as well. But there's a lot of benefit clearly to hearing better from both ears. Now, there are some occasions where, look, we only can hear with one ear if we have, say, a dead ear or an unserviceable ear on the other side. But that's not what we're talking about today.
We'll talk about it in another video.
I just gave you the next topic. So.
I already came up with it.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Dr. Naim. We all appreciate all the insight and the information. And again, for anybody out there who has questions, you can send them to info@newyorkhearingdoctors.com, info@newyorkhearingdoctors.com. And Dr. Naim, I will see you on the next video.
See you then.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.